What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. This is a reaction video. This time we're going to be checking out Lords of the Fallen. Apparently this is a official extended gameplay overview, basically a deep dive into the game. We're going to see some of the mechanics, we're going to see some gameplay, and I'm super pumped for it. You guys may have watched my trailer reaction of the game a few months back. It looks very Elden Souls-like, which I'm a huge fan of that type of genre of games, as you know. So I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to be peeping out of this trailer. Loads of you have reached out to me and said, Jay, have you seen the trailer? The answer is no, so I'm watching it fresh here with you lovely people. I added it to my watch later list just so we can get a fresh feel from the trailer. Hopefully it's going to be something exciting, something to look forward to. It's coming out in November, I believe, this year. So we've only got a few more months to wait. And I think it's going to fill the void of Elden Ring until that DLC does come out, which I'm still waiting to hear from. But without further ado, let's check it out.
Welcome to Mornstead, a prominent region within the vast and sprawling world of Lords of the Fallen. In today's extended gameplay walkthrough, we're sharing an exclusive look at just some of the diverse and harrowing areas you'll journey through in your epic quest
that looks very
to overthrow
Elden.
a deer.
Very
God.
Elden. Yes.
This is Skyrest Bridge. It is guarded by Pieta, she of the Blessed Renewal, one of the game's early boss encounters. We must triumph against her in order to proceed with our holy charge to restore radiance to the 6 beacons of the Sentinels and thwart Adir's uprising.
Okay. Two-handed, yeah.
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation.
Yeah.
And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, a betrayal made flesh, and one
It's like a
I
lightsaber on
cannot
a sword.
brook.
Melee, magic, and ranged abilities are seamlessly interwoven. Alongside standard attacks, you can choose between catalysts, bows, crossbows, or throwables, mapping up to 4 additional magic or range skills to your controller for immediate access. This rapidly speeds up combat and reduces the need to swap between options.
Yeah, there's parries, ripostes in there.
As with many of the imposing bosses you'll encounter, Pieta has 2 very distinct stages.
Jesus.
Death is not necessarily the end in Lords of the Fallen. When slain in Axiom, the realm of the living, you'll resurrect in Umbral, the realm of the dead. We now have one final chance to survive.
That's pretty cool. Combat looks nice and fluid. It's very Souls-like. I like the mechanic where you go into the undead world as well, and that's your last chance to kill the boss. It's going to make for some interesting gameplay.
Though few and far between, these flowers denote special patches of ground upon which we can spawn a resting point, known as a vestige seedling. These come at a
Bonfires,
significant
basically.
resource cost, however, and we can only spawn 1 at a time. The realms of Axiom and Umbral exist in parallel. Each world features its own unique pathways, enemies, characters, and, of course, treasures. We can now use this crafted vestige to return to Axiom.
Nice. So you can almost play the game in 2 ways as well. You can play it in the undead world and the the current living world. Like you said, different pathways. It's going to open up different mechanics as well. Different shortcuts, different enemies. It's a bit like the night and day cycle with the Nightglaive Knights you had in Elden Ring, but they only really appeared at night. Similar mechanic, but throughout the whole game. I love this. It is incredibly Souls-like. Picking up all that aura. See you later.
We can peer into the secondary realm at any time by raising the umbral lamp.
I like
Though
that.
be advised, this also renders you vulnerable to its inhabitants. We will now use the lamp to cross over to Umbral, though doing so will consume one of our 2 lives, and it isn't so easy to return to the world of the living.
Interesting. Oh, that is vile. It's a head with legs.
Many enemies require a different approach to combat. This mendacious visage, for example, is only vulnerable when attacked from the back, or when it reveals its true form.
It's really cool. Goodbye.
You'll also come across permanent vestiges on your travels. As well as using these to return to Axiom, you can also level up your stats at these locations.
Ah, okay. What's with the cloud on your head?
3 schools of sorcery can be mastered: Rogar, Radiant, and Umbral, each specializing in a different area of the arcane and requiring a different catalyst to cast. Our current build is adept in Rogar, characterized by devastating pyromantic attacks.
Nice. It's confirmed, guys. We're going to get different builds. It's going to open up the need of different playstyles and stuff like that, which I love. Absolutely loved it in Elden Ring. It's good if you can respec as well, so you don't have to replay the whole game again, sort of thing. But if it's as good as Elden Ring, then I'll be doing multiple playthroughs, trying out new builds, different ways of playing the game, all that jazz. Very similar mechanics though, and even the weapons as well.
An age-old borough built into the very cliff face, Pilgrim's Perch typifies the verticality of Mournstead. There are myriad pathways stretching both above and below, with hidden areas, treasures, and NPCs all awaiting discovery.
Yep. Spartan kick off the side. I love the lighting as well. Look at the set pieces. Again, very Elden-like, very Souls-like. Elements of Bloodborne in there. I know this is influenced by probably not those things. It's probably Lovecraftian, Gothic horror, all that kind of stuff. But there's definite influences from it.
As a lamp bearer, all players are equipped with a devastating ability, the Soul Flay. By using one of a limited number of soul charges, we are able to extract the very soul of an enemy, ready to inflict significant damage.
Nice. This is going to give us... What the hell? Ignore the advert. This is going to give us crazy amounts of versatility with our builds, the way we play the game. As I said, with Elden Ring, I went through probably literal hundreds of builds. Every time I had a larval tier, I was like, respect, respect. I pretty much tried out every weapon in the game. Nice. That dude's taking some hits. That armor looks amazing. There's even like Lord of the Rings influences, do you know what I mean? With some of the way that the helmets look, the chainmail. I love that mechanic where you can switch between worlds. It's going to spice up gameplay massively. Very
The
cool.
Soul Flay ability can also be used to manipulate the very environment when in Umbral.
Nice. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Is it going to be an open world map? Or is it going to be a point travel map? How linear is it going to be? There we go, this is what I wanted to see. Look at this. Right at home with that. Do you see all the stats? All the mechanics on there. That is a big old axe you got there. Guessing that regenerates.
We now
the
find
lamps as well.
ourselves in Lower Calrath, an ever-burning district, renowned for its displays of barbarity.
See, that looks like Volcano Manor from Elden Ring. Can imagine you can infuse stuff as well, like in this area, putting frost on your weapons will cause more damage and all that sort of thing. I like this guy. Yeah, look at this. Frost bow. Frost arrows even. Sneaky ranger type. So cool. I'm gonna absolutely love playing this.
We're now going to invite a second player to join us on our journey. This is easily achieved at any of the vestiges. You can choose to fight alongside a friend or a randomly selected player.
Nice.
Either way, your co-op companion will remain at your side for as long as you or they choose.
That's good.
As a Radiant Sorcerer, our ally is able to buff either character with various enhancements.
You're going to be seeing quite a bit of this on the channel, guys. The reason I'm quiet is because this is going to be a game that I'm going to get invested in massively. It's got like Sekiro elements in there, a bit of Neo in there. Looks really interesting. I love how the co-op is seamless as well. As you know with the Souls games, it's not always easy. In fact, it's quite often not easy to link in co-op partners. But that is a seamless go to the bonfire, if you like, the checkpoint, recruit your friends, and they can stay there with you for as long as you like. They don't get kicked out when you defeat a boss. All that sort of thing.
The drone age has begun in the large-scale military online
So it's going to be really interesting to see
experience
how that plays out. How does the loot work? Is that shared or is it individual? It's going to give some interesting mechanics. Nice. Is that another player? Couldn't have been. I wonder if there is PvP on it.
It appears our way is blocked by an umbral entity. We will need to track its tendrils in order to locate and expel the source of its power.
Looks amazing. I'm really intrigued about the story as well. It's got like a medieval fantasy type feel to it, which is again something that's huge in my tick list. Oh Jesus, look at that thing.
Finally, it's time to face off against the colossal spurned progeny, Scourge of Calrath.
Oh my god. Oh no. Music's epic as well. It's ticking all the boxes, guys. Ticking all the boxes. Wow.
The lands of Mornstead await you.
I can't wait.
Pre-order Lords of the Fallen now and prepare to unleash the darkness on Friday, the 13th of October.
October. It's been pushed forward. Oh, damn. There you go, ladies and gents. Put that on your wish list. 13th of October, out on Steam, PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. It's also available on the Epic Games Store. Jesus, it looks absolutely amazing. It really does look like Elden. Look at this armor here. Is this not Screaming Bloodborne? Is this not the Executioner's garb with the top hat accessory? I love everything about it. I'm super excited. All of a sudden now that I'm seeing some gameplay, I'm seeing how the mechanics are going to work. It's stats based. It's going to be strategic as well. You can flip between worlds, which I love that feature. I imagine some of the bosses are going to be easier in a certain world versus, you know, weaker in another, and you're going to have to chop and change how you approach each boss. I love how the enemies are different as well, vastly different, just like the Souls games. I like that you go in and you can't destroy everything. You have to go in and think about weak points, like the video just showed us, attacking certain enemies from behind, waiting until they go into an ultimate form, using magic on some, blunt weapons, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. And that boss fight we saw at the end looked spectacular. Using the environment as well, so there's like a mix of God of War type boss fights in there, as well as the colossal beatdown of said bosses with everything you've got, magic, weapons and things like that. I love the look of the world, or both worlds. I love how the scenes are sort of blended together with the cutscenes. It does feel like a Souls game. I imagine it's going to play a hell of a lot like a Souls game, hopefully. And this is definitely going to time me over until Elden Ring DLC comes out. And even when Elden Ring DLC comes out, this is a nod to this game in its own right. I think it's heavily influenced by all the things I know and love, mainly Lord of the Rings, fantasy, medieval based RPG type games, and this could be a Game of the Year contender. I absolutely am still putting Final Fantasy 16 as my number one, and I think it will remain that way. This could be number two, I don't know. So far it looks to be this could be number two, but I definitely think this one's going to be in the top three based on the gameplay that I've just seen. Can't wait to read about all the stuff that's going to be coming out. We are only a few short couple of months away from this being released. Halloween month as well, I might treat myself, but you guys are going to be seeing a lot of this on the channel. I might do a full game playthrough with you, or I might just dip in and out and do live streams just so you guys can get a feel for the game. I'm just conscious I don't want to spoil it too much, because I tend to, when a game comes out, I absolutely plow it, I get it done quickly, and I don't want you guys to have to suffer it basically. But there's definitely going to be some live streams. Maybe I'll do a full game playthrough, we'll see. But without a shadow of a doubt, this one's going to be in the collection. It's going to be a day one purchase. It's going to be a day one play for sure. Considering booking time off work as well, just to get this one in. But it looks absolutely amazing. I'll probably pick it up on PS5, but I am definitely going to pre-order this. This is my bag, 125%. But let me know in the comments what you think about the trailer, guys. Are you looking forward to the game? Have you got any reservations? My thoughts and feelings are this is going to be an epic 9 or easy 10 out of 10. Just based on what I've seen. Hopefully we'll get more on the mechanics closer to release date. We'll see hopefully the scale of the world and how the world's going to look. I'm interested to see, is this going to be interwoven like Elden Ring, or is it going to be fast travel points? Are they going to overlap in dimensions, all that kind of stuff, or is it just going to be a fairly linear experience? I'm fine with either. I think it's got potential to open up as a semi-linear experience, but either way, this one has massively now piqued my interest. This is going to be on my number one watch list. Can't wait to see more. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Until the next video or stream, your host is out of here. I'll see you soon. Peace.